math plays a very important role to quantify how much exposure you have. Then the third is trading strategies. Again, I think a lot of people with math background, or in general, people are looking for the so-called holy grail trading strategies. It's almost like perpetual motion machines, right? People were looking for 100 years ago. You just turn it on, it makes money by itself. You go to sleep, you go on vacation, come back, you'll have more in your bank account. Obviously, that's not going to happen. The robo trader or robotic trader is a dream. It has its place or its use, but it's a fast evolving market. You have to constantly, upgrade your research and adjust your strategies. There's no such thing you can build and leave it alone. It runs for itself forever. But I just want to mention that because maybe towards the end of the term, you will feel, I came up with this brilliant trading strategy. I think it's going to make money forever. Please let me know first.
Torpedo.
So I want to leave some time to Vasily. Actually, he can give you some examples of projects of last year's students who actually came to this class and did some real application at Morgan Stanley. But before I hand it over to Vasily, let me ask you some questions. I just want to give you, not really to quiz you, just give you the sense how math and intuition and judgment can come into the same place. So let me first give you an example. So I call it risk aversion. So you are facing two choices, choice A and choice B. Choice A being you have 80 chance to lose $500. You have 20% chance to win $500. It's pretty clear, right? That's choice A. For choice B, you basically just lock in. You have 100% chance to lose $280. Let me ask you, for whoever likes to choose choice A, please raise your hand. About 6 out of, say, let's call it 50. Okay. So can I ask you why you think choice A makes sense? Right. Because you don't want to lock in that $280 loss, right? That way you still have 20% chance to win. So, okay. For the ones who raised the hand for choice A, are there any other reasons? Same reason? Okay. Okay, I assume the rest of you will choose choice B, unless you neither. Okay, how many of you choose choice B? Okay, choice B, okay. And are there anybody think neither is right? So maybe they you have to choose. Okay. No, you have to choose. Okay. So either choice A or choice B. So let me just talk a little bit about this. Again, I'm not trying to tell you which one is right, but I just share my thoughts how to look at these. Why I call risk aversion, right? So this is very common human behavior. When you go to the market, you buy a stock. When the stock goes up, makes good money, the natural tendency for especially someone is new to the market is to let's take profit. Let's sell. Oh, I made $1,000. I made $500. Let's go, have a nice meal or whatever. Right? Buy an iPad. But when the stock loses money, what's the natural tendency? That's I think natural tendency, a lot of people will keep it. I think if you have the discipline to get out, that's great. And that's, I mean, trading is really all about how do you risk manage, have a discipline and how to manage your losses, right? The natural tendency, a lot of people is, I think there's a 20% chance to come back. I'm going to make $500 more, right? Why do I want to lock in to stop myself out at 280? Right? So even though the expected value, as a lot of people I think a lot of people said, you lose expected value, which is $300 in choice A, but you would still, not to choose choice B because you don't want to lock in the $280 loss. Again, I'm not trying to inject the idea to you of which one is right or wrong, but think about it, right? So that's really the common behavior, which mathematically may not make sense, but that's a lot of people still would like to do, right? And also really, when you think about it, depends on your situation. And if you can, let's say, you think the market, I'm giving you the stock example again. If you're not purely following the discipline of stop loss, but you just think, the fundamental picture has changed, you really don't think the stock should go up anymore. Obviously, at whatever level, you should get out, right? Regardless how much loss you lock in. And but if you think the fundamental story is still very sound, you should think about as if you don't have a position. What do you want to do next? So, but anyway, mathematically, I just want to see. It's actually, I guess this is MIT. So many people think mathematically, you would actually choose choice B because that's low expectation, which makes sense. But I think if you ask a larger audience, I think a lot of people don't really want to choose choice B because they don't want to lock in the loss. Now let me change the question a little bit. So choice A becomes, instead of the 80% chance to lose, now you have 80% chance to win $500 and 20% chance to lose $500. Choice B, you have 100% chance to win $280. Who would choose choice A? Again, minority of this audience. Let's say less than 10%. Okay. Who would choose choice B? So the rest of it. Okay. All right. Can someone choose choice A? Give me an argument. Why would you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyone want to give me a reason for choice B? Higher sharp? Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just leave it here. Again, I think we can talk a bit more along in the class. The last day of the class, hopefully we have much deeper discussion on this. It's not unique. The answer, okay, I think it can go either way. As you said, if your bank account balance is, let's say you're a freshman student, your bank account is $800. Your choice will be very different from someone has $100,000 in his bank account. Okay, and also your risk tolerance, right? How much you can tolerate. But I'm not going to say this is right or wrong. But with that, let me move on and give you some homework. So before I give you the homework, I want to make a few more comments. So do people always learn from the experiences? You think, in science, right? We collect evidence, we build models. We first understand the physics, we build mathematical models, then we verify in physics doing experiments. But is that the same investigation process in finance? The market cycles are typically very long, but people tend to have short memories. So how do people really learn from the experiences? It's a very interesting question. And the very natural tendency is to extrapolate historical experience. What happened in 2008, people still remember.